Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. As always, we are looking at what's going on with the twin collectives, divine feminine and divine masculine, and of course we'll take a look at a little bit deeper and what do we need to know about the journey at this time, and at the end I'll pull some messages in love for both twins, for each of the twins. So whether you're building a relationship with your twin flame, with a soulmate, you're single and you're looking for love, to attract love, this is going to be that guidance on what to pay attention to what to look at this time. All right, let me just fix the light a little bit. Yeah, something like that. All right, I'm really happy to see you guys. Hopefully you're all doing great. Still hopefully enjoying the new backdrop, the new old backdrop, but you know, it's been out of rotation for a long time, so I'm sure a lot of you actually haven't seen it before. Anyways, let's see what we're gonna do for the, yeah, look at that. I haven't decided on the oracle deck. But you know what, we're gonna take the Sacred Traveler, and then tomorrow I am going to be doing the full moon reading. We have full moon in Gemini happening on Sunday. And as always, I want you to have some detailed guidance on what's going to be happening. I do plan to record messages for each zodiac sign and post them on Mindful Bamboo channel. So you can check that out. And I mean, ideally just subscribe to both channels because they are different, and hence the different channels. There's a good chance that in the new year I may be changing them even more, and I'll probably keep the Mindful Bamboo for like horoscopes, but I might change the name, and I want to keep the Mindful Bamboo like as my brand. That naming for content that will be around healthy lifestyle, wellness, meditation practice, inner child work, things like that. I'll be posting a lot more content around those topics. And of course, I know that YouTube likes everything to be classified and categorized and like sticking to the same type of content, so it's easier to recommend it. So there's a good chance that there will be a third channel, but wait for the updates. By the way, today we have a new episode of Mindfully Awake coming out. I'll share the link. Maybe a post as well in the community tab. It will be about community healing. So this is, we hear that quite a lot in spiritual circles, that you know, like first of all that we're part of the collective, right? And goes both ways. It's like that relationship, you know, whatever is happening in the wider collective impacts each of us as individuals, but also what we do in our own space impacts the collective, right? So it's like that relationship. And that's what we hear a lot, especially for light workers, that, you know, when we're healing certain dynamic, certain pattern, we're healing it for the entire collective, not just for in our own right, in our own life. That's how powerful it is. So I'll be talking about where it's all coming from, you know, the ancient cultures, and, you know, what were the practices and beliefs around healing and wellness on the community level, and then of course how you can implement it in the modern setting, which is slightly different, and obviously people are not as familiar with the concept of how my personal story becomes energetically part of the collective. But yeah, it's gonna be a good episode, so check that out. All right, so divine feminines have got the rejuvenating rain. I just had this card in a card of the day reading, but I like it, and it really spoke to me when I pulled it out. I think it was yesterday. Clear the past, heal the present. Yeah, so definitely, first of all, you have a nudge to the water as an element. So work with water for healing and for cleansing. You can be creative here. You can, of course, look up some ideas. If you have a body of water next to you somewhere close that you can get to, even better. It's gonna be so much easier. And then yeah, it like that past pain, whatever that is, needs to be cleansed at this time, because you need to free up the space and the energetic capacity for something new, for building something new. And then for the masculines, we have vast vistas. Expand your horizons. Take some risks, divine masculine. Step into the unknown and see what happens. Right? That's where the personal growth is happening. It's like on the other side of your safety zone, of your comfort zone. By the way, I confirmed being on the Psychic Fair in Brooklyn this Sunday. So if you're in New York City area and you want to meet me in person, to get a reading from me for a very reasonable price, and to meet some other vendors in the area, like people who do crafts, there will be a couple of other readers, there will be a guy who does hypnosis. This is gonna be a good time to be there. All right, we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So this definitely, we're prepping for some important big step forward. And that's what I've been sensing for the collective, actually, right? That we are kind of gathering our energy. So right now we're not moving just yet, but we're gathering the resources. We're getting all our tools in the toolbox so that when we go, like, we are fully ready and nothing is holding us back. That's the preparation stage. Look at that, 2 of Wands. Yeah, so we're setting our intention. We are, if you're doing like a long-term travel, doesn't sound good, like long distance travel, and I don't mean just like flying somewhere, but let's say, I don't know, you're traveling to Thailand, right? Flying to Thailand is just like a very beginning of the journey, right? But then there is a huge country of Thailand and lots of things that you want to see, and this is like the part where you're building your map, your route. You figure out, what do you definitely want to see on the trip, like maybe specific kind of activities that you want to try, or cuisine, or what kind of place do you want to stay at, like those kind of things, right? Like you're building out that vision. Feminines, your energy is the Hanged Man clarified by the World. So 12 clarified by 21, 12-21, very interesting, especially since we just had 12-12 portal yesterday, and this is like a mirror, 12-21, right? It's in some way beginning and end. If you think of the Hanged Man as like inception of the idea or seeing things differently, and then the world closing that cycle, right? Whatever that is. So right now there is like it's a full circle kind of vibe that I'm sensing for the feminists. Both of them are major arcana, so it's like this is all divinely orchestrated. So whatever like events that are like really how do I say this, they really come into focus, they really strike you as something. Doesn't matter if they seem positive or negative, but they're striking, they somehow surprise you, or they're intense, whatever they are, even if they don't seem to have anything to do with spiritual path, they have everything to do with it. And the best you can do is, of course, pay attention, acknowledge, because this is like that conscious acknowledgement of the journey you've been on, and certain closures on certain patterns where that you won't be making this mistake again, you've learned your lesson. For the masculines, we see King of Cups clarified by the Fool. So masculines are trying to let go of the reservations that they have about the past, and always like being alert and worried. It's like I'm trying to make it look like I'm letting go and I'm just in the flow with wherever the universe is taking me, but deep down I'm still tense. I'm still like clutching like my whatever limbs and ligaments, and just like on the ready of like, okay, so what's gonna happen next? What do I need to be ready for? Right? And you don't know what to be ready for, so of course your emotions are running high. It's like, how do we reconcile that? By the way, speaking of emotions, on Sunday we also have the end of Mercury retrograde. And goodness, although the shadow period is still gonna last for a couple of weeks after that, so take it easy still till end of the month, right? So masculines are learning that like authenticity, like really like fall into that space of ease, or space of safety, so then you can expand the horizons truly. Not like still playing safe, not like checking every step of the way, just check in front of you, making sure it's safe and then step in there, but like literally being able to fly, to like, jump off the cliff and know that the universe has got your back. Additional question for today, Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Chariot. So Seven of Pentacles is definitely, like the Chariot I already spoke about. Seven of Pentacles is that map. But even when I was talking about the Chariot energy at the bottom of the deck, I already mentioned that we are being prepped for a journey, right? And this is like, how can I really plan for it? How can I prepare, specifically me, right? Like that journey is being laid out by the divine, by the universe. Like, what is my part in it? How can I get ready for it? Feminines. Nine of Cups clarified by Ace of Wands. Specify what is it that you're wishing for. What is it that will motivate you to walk an extra mile, you know? So don't just wish for like the good enough. Wish for the best possible picture, because that's what's going to be really giving you that extra pep and taking you through hard days and helping you believe that you're doing the right thing, or you're in alignment, or this is really important, right? And of course, important doesn't just mean from practical standpoint, it's to be important from emotional standpoint as well. And that's the Cups part in this combination of cards. Masculines, for you we have, wow, Ten of Pentacles clarified by Nine of Pentacles, both beautiful cards. And I love that it's this kind of combination, because in this deck, the Ten of Pentacles is more about the global abundance. I was just talking about community and collective, right? This is like collective. What can I do to help the global community be more abundant and feel more wholesome and complete, right? And be satisfied. And this is about the individual being complete and satisfied within their right. So it's a reminder for divine masculines that as much as your global goals could be great, impacting the world, you know, helping people, you need to start with yourself. And you can almost imagine, I'm hearing that you could do an exercise for yourself of imagine that you came to see you for help, support, guidance, I don't know, maybe help with resources. We're looking at Pentacles here, right? How would you have that conversation with yourself? Right? And, you know, try to kind of like zoom out and have that neutral perspective, just so that you can see what else is still missing, or what can you do for you right now before you jump off to save the world. Like, what can you do for yourself to bring in more harmony, healing, and wholeness? And now we're actually gonna get some messages in love. So messages in love for divine feminines watching. Let's see, we got addiction. Let's clarify. Obsession, possession, controlling. Are you controlling in relationships? Yeah, and then the clarifier is the dragonfly, which is be lighthearted. Things come into light, change, adapt, heal. Like, be more flexible, less rigid in your ways. And it doesn't mean that you don't have any kind of rules or needs, right? It just means that, you know, you are not cemented in your way of how you want this to play out, or how you want your partner to behave, right? Show some lightheartedness here, right? And be able to change and adapt, like within, of course, within your space, you know, where you have your boundaries, where you have your needs met, where this love is making you happy, right? But not necessarily controlling every aspect of it. And for some of you, I'm hearing it could be even like literally controlling the person and what they do and how they spend their time, and like checking with them multiple times a day, like what's going on, where are you, what's going on, right? Like that's that addiction level where, in codependency, like capital letters, codependency, where we don't want to be. And you know, like it may seem severe, it may seem like, oh my god, of course it's not me, like you may be thinking like, oof, but this is just an example, right? And maybe I'm exaggerating a little, although there are actual people in real life who behave that way. But you can notice for yourself, like where you get triggered, where you get nervous if things don't go your way with your person, or maybe in your previous relationships. What was that about? Why was it important for you for things to go exactly the way you planned? For masculines, we have X clarified by heart with a key. So the X is the separation and breakup, stopping the pattern, breaking. And the heart with a key is welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together. So to me, this is clearly cutting the cords from the old stories, old patterns, and old pain. Whatever that was, still replaying in your head, or maybe that person literally calls you once in a while to talk, or I don't know, asking for alimony, or whatever that is, that somehow they still have certain part, you know, in your life, that they still take some of your energy, maybe a lot, right? You need to cut that off. Take that axe, and you can even visualize for yourself, I mean, symbolically, you know, that you're cutting the cord, right? And you can say the words of gratitude and forgiveness and, you know, let go of that. And that will help you open up your heart to something new. You know, it's something, I mean, the love, right? Meeting the one, welcoming love, getting together, right? That's gonna be then a lot more authentic, and you'll be able to give that energy, that love, that kindness, that excitement to the person who really deserves it. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Tomorrow we're gonna talk full moon. Please check me out in person in Brooklyn on Sunday. If you can, there's gonna be a new episode of Mindfully Awake. Great topic. I can't wait to see you guys there. We're starting at 6 p.m. EST very, very soon. And until next time, oh, and of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers. It's going to be a very exciting milestone for me. So please help me out. All right, until next time.